Lonzo Ball is one of the most popular players right now when it comes to the NBA trade market. There are so many rumors swirling around that this offseason, Lonzo won't sign his contract extension, which means the Pelicans are put in a position where they must try to trade him instead of possibly losing him for nothing. For this video, we're going to be talking about Lonzo Ball, talking about teams that I believe are perfect fits for him. Despite Lonzo Ball having a lot of negative attention right now during his NBA career, I still believe in Lonzo's future, and maybe a new team might be the best thing for him. So if you're a big Lonzo Ball fan and want to know some crazy but realistic trade scenarios, you're gonna love this video. Keep in mind, for this video, we're gonna talk about a potential pairing of LaMelo and Lonzo. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about some Lonzo Ball trades.
Yes, and not just those two guys. Eric Bledsoe has also been involved in trade talks, and in a lot of cases, it's the Pelicans making the calls. There is interest there to move out some of the veteran guards to make room for Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Kira Lewis, their first-round draft pick, to get those guys some playing time. Pelicans are going to be making some changes, I believe.
According to this interview by Brian Windhorst, the Pelicans are going to make some moves during this year's NBA trade deadline. When we first heard this report, a lot of Pelicans fans were surprised because they all thought the future of the Pelicans was in Lonzo Ball's, Brandon Ingram's, and Zion Williamson's hands. And the fact that only one season with all three of them back and healthy, the Pelicans already plan on disassembling. As I make this video, the Pelicans have a record of 7-10, which ranks them as the 14th seed in the Western Conference, so with them not doing so well right now in the playoff picture, it makes a lot of sense why the Pelicans are trying to make moves. With Lonzo Ball being a previous second overall pick, he has a lot of expectation, but currently, he's just not living up to it, and you can tell by his numbers. If you look at Lonzo Ball's stats this year so far and compare them to last year, he actually got worse in a lot of categories. He's currently averaging 12.9 points, 3.6 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1.3 steals, and 0.6 blocks. But if you compare him to last year, he averaged 11.8 points, 6.1 rebounds, 7 assists per game, 1.4 steals, and 0.6 blocks. He got a little more in scoring, but got worse in every other stat. We all thought Lonzo Ball was going to be better this year, but in fact, he became worse. Lonzo Ball is a special type of NBA player. He has a unique blend of size and basketball IQ, and is simply an above average floor general. But if you watch Pelicans games, you can already tell that Lonzo Ball isn't being used to his maximum potential. There are times when Brandon Ingram will run the point, there are times when Eric Bledsoe will run the point, and the fact that the Pelicans are trying to give more minutes to Nickeil Alexander-Walker, it doesn't bode well for Lonzo Ball's future with the Pelicans. They're trying to make him more like a spot-up shooter. And with Lonzo Ball becoming an unrestricted free agent this summer, the Pelicans are afraid that Lonzo will not re-sign and go to a new team where he has a better opportunity. And with that being said, for this video, I have 4 teams that I believe would make a lot of sense for Lonzo Ball, and some of these teams are actually being rumored right now. This is only Lonzo's 4th season in the NBA, and one thing's for sure, it's only going to get better from here, and maybe with the new team, it'll give him a new boost. The first team on this list is the Charlotte Hornets, and the possibility of Lonzo Ball joining his younger brother of LaMelo. The conversations about who's better between the Ball brothers, either Lonzo or LaMelo, is definitely a big conversation, but imagine if both of them were to be on the same team. Their father, LeVar Ball, has said and stated that in their NBA careers, they're gonna be on the same NBA team, at least once. And right now with Lonzo Ball being on the trade market, Michael Jordan, the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, might actually give the Pelicans a call. Having 2 franchise players, 2 Ball brothers on the same roster, can instantly bring the Charlotte Hornets more popularity and also give them more positive attention. And I believe if the Hornets want the brothers on the same team, this would be a pretty good offer. It would simply be a 1-for-1 trade revolving around Lonzo Ball for Terry Rozier, Scary Terry, maybe with some draft picks involved. After the Pelicans got so much draft picks trading away Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis, trading some of those draft picks away might not be a bad idea if the Pelicans simply get a better shooter of Terry Rozier. On the Hornets' perspective, they'll be getting a potential all-star backcourt of the Ball brothers, and honestly, if brothers are on the same team, you never know, it could result in something great. Getting Lonzo Ball to re-sign to a team is going to be difficult, but the fact that your little brother is there, it might just be a perfect incentive to make it happen. Lonzo Ball joining LaMelo on the Hornets, what do you guys think about that? The next team on this list is the Golden State Warriors, and a Lonzo Ball trade to the Warriors is actually a very popular one right now. There are a lot of rumors of Stephen Curry bringing in Lonzo. The Golden State Warriors are one of the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA, but what's very special about the Warriors and their star player of Stephen Curry is that Stephen Curry doesn't always need the ball in his hands. With Lonzo's best game being a facilitator, Lonzo Ball could actually be the starting point guard while Stephen Curry starts at the shooting guard. And right now, there's a rumor on the table of this possible trade. The trade is a 1-for-1 swap of Lonzo Ball in exchange for Kelly Oubre Jr., and this trade would affect both teams in a whole nother level. On the Pelicans' perspective, they'll be getting Kelly Oubre, a young forward that they can help develop alongside Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, and with all of these young players having the aggressive personality, it might bode well for the future of the Pelicans to potentially make the playoffs one day. On the Warriors' perspective, getting Lonzo Ball, a player that kind of wants a better opportunity playing under Stephen Curry, could be a great thing for him as he can learn a lot from an MVP and an NBA champion. With the Warriors already expected to be a good team next season, when Klay Thompson comes back, they're going to be championship contenders. That might give Lonzo an incentive to re-sign with them in this upcoming summer. Kelly Oubre right now isn't playing the best that he could be with the Warriors, and that's why there's so many rumors out there of the Warriors potentially trading him. And if that's the case, Lonzo for Kelly Oubre, it wouldn't be a bad idea for both sides of the story. The next team on this list is the Phoenix Suns, Lonzo Ball joining Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and honestly, in my opinion, this actually would be a really good idea. With Lonzo Ball still being very young and has a lot to learn in the NBA, playing under Chris Paul, an NBA veteran and one of the smartest basketball players in the NBA right now, would be great for his development. We've seen it last season where Chris Paul was able to go to OKC with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and turn him into a superstar, and Lonzo Ball could easily be that next guy that Chris Paul mentors. A lot of you Suns fans might say Lonzo Ball is a point guard, Chris Paul is a point guard, and Booker is basically a guard. Having three guards on the same roster that needs a future might not be a good idea. But honestly guys, as I mentioned earlier with OKC last year, it was Chris Paul, Dennis Schroeder, and Shai Gilgeous. So Lonzo Ball, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul might not be a bad idea as well. If the Phoenix Suns can offer up Dario Saric and Mikal Bridges to fill out the salary caps in this trade, I believe it wouldn't be a bad deal, as Lonzo Ball might even re-sign if Chris Paul ultimately ends up opting out of his contract. Playing a little bit in the NBA season to learn from Chris Paul might just be worth it, because with Lonzo Ball loving to playmake, playing alongside one of the best playmakers in NBA history is something that will help him get better as an NBA player entering his prime. And the last team on this list is Lonzo Ball joining the Chicago Bulls, joining Zach LaVine. As I make this video, the Chicago Bulls aren't doing so well. They have a record of 7-10, which ranks them as the 12th team in the Eastern Conference, and with them looking for a new backcourt combo alongside Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball might just be a perfect target. Right now, the Bulls' backcourt is Zach LaVine and Kobe White, but their backcourt right now is just horrible on the defensive end, and maybe getting Lonzo Ball at the backcourt might be a great idea to help their defensive rating. If the Bulls can offer up Kobe White for Lonzo Ball in a 1-for-1 deal, I believe this deal wouldn't be a bad idea. On the Pelicans' perspective, they'll still be getting a young guard that they can develop for the future, but on the Bulls' perspective, they'll be getting a point guard that's a playmaker that can help Zach LaVine score better, and also a better, simpler perimeter and on-ball defender. Lonzo is just better than Kobe White on the defensive end. With Zach LaVine being an amazing offensive player and Lonzo being a great defensive player, it just bodes well to a backcourt duo. Lonzo Ball to Chicago, what do you guys think about that? But this wraps up my video for today on 4 trade scenarios that I believe would be great fits for Lonzo Ball. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Are these trades good? Are these trades realistic? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
will I be remembered? I got it.